Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Mr. Steve's made it in already. Mr. Monty made it in. We got 2 in already and 4 thumbs up. Patch of Heaven, what's going on, buddy? IP Farms made it in. Lee Harris, what's going on, buddy? Had a lot less eventful day at the track the weekend. Had a good test. Got some more good notes for the notebook on the old dirt car. Hey, Gordon Bright, what's going on, buddy? Ag Wild made it in. Patch of Heaven is prepping for tomorrow's snowstorm. I hope we don't have no snowstorm. I think they're calling for some rain here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty good, a slight chance of rain. Might go run some equipment for my buddy. Might do some subsoiling or ripping, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow. Haven't been in a big tractor this year for him yet, and normally we run it a little bit, and I enjoy getting to run the big tractors. Smell that ground getting worked. That's something we don't hardly ever get to smell here at being a hay and cattle farm. Hey, Keener Farm, how you doing? Ohio's in the house. What's the weather like in Ohio? Sound is good. The picture is all right. Everything's looking all right on y'all's end tonight. You miss working ground, yeah. I said we don't get the do it on doing hay, really. So I really look forward to getting to help him once a year or so run some big tractors and breaking some ground. It's okay. It looks good. Sounds good. Studio sounds great. Good deal. Ag Wild says it looks good. What y'all think about the video my daughter recorded? My daughter recorded for us at the racetrack yesterday afternoon. I've been trying to talk her into doing it, especially while we're at the racetrack, because it's hard to try to concentrate on getting the car going, getting the grill going, and recording. So I talked her into it. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, she did real good. Trying to keep her talked into it that way. And then, of course, I want to put the GoPros in the car some. What's covering the wall set? Well, that's a new pair of shoes I picked up. That's Skechers. They're made in the USA. Memory foam. That's what that wall plug is brought to y'all by this week. Skechers USA memory foam. We got 10 in the house and 7 thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up and share it out for us if you know how. Ryan made it in. Got something on my arm. And it ain't sun from the looks of it, is it? Why does it looks? Got most of our hay fields is sprayed. Should be good to go. See how that works. One or two little damp spots, but not nothing major. Thank you, Mr. Steve. I sure do appreciate it, buddy. I had to have new shoes anyway. I normally wear Crocs. I can't remember the name of them. But of course, when you find something you like, then they've changed something on them, and now they got a different insole in them. It's got a bunch of little prickly things that you feel like you're standing on to me. The outlook of everything is a trippy. Yeah, you don't never know what's going to be up there. One of the weeks I'll probably forget it. It'll be just a bare plug. There might be a cover on it behind it now. Y'all don't even know. We might have had it fixed for a long time. Mr. A.K. Wayne might have swung down here from Alaska and straightened it up for me. Had to watch 4 minutes of ads to get in. That way I could buy an outlet cover. You ain't had to watch no 4 minutes of ads. If you'll pay, I don't remember how much it is now for that YouTube something premium or something like that. We get it from our kids listen to the music on it in their vehicles. And then you don't see no ads. Yeah, that's right. Mr. Steve's got good eyes. He sees the cover still laying right there at the end of my finger is the outlet cover to go on that outlet. Mr. Steve be paying attention. Just put a sign up for your merch. That'll work, won't it? We're going to try to start having some merch with us at the races when we're going. So if you happen to be local and see us at the track, we'll try to have some stickers maybe. And a few t-shirts or hoodies or something like that. Hoodies probably when it starts getting cool. Right now that it's coming in the spring, we'll probably keep a few t-shirts in the trailer. Yeah, I didn't pay it no attention either till Mr. Steve pointed it out. That could just be a decoy. No, I think no, you're right. There it is missing one inside of the cabinet where the air compressor is in. I put the receptacle too close to the wall on the side, so I'm gonna have to cut one to fit in there. But I figured if somebody was in the cabinet up in the top corner digging around that'll put them out of there. The closest track ag is about 15 minutes from us. That's the Lakeview Speedway that y'all see us posting. The furthest one we're going to go to this year probably will be 2.5 hours away. We're going to go up to Carolina and run a couple times maybe. Might even go to Cherokee Speedway. Mr. Steve dropped the link there to the Tri-Fines. You can pick up some of your merch there if you want it. Gerraldfarms, what's going on, buddy? I got to shave good night. Look at the difference in this black and that gray. Ain't that unreal? Fence at first. Yep, we have merch. There's a second link. We still have merch at both at TryFind, or you can get it through Teesprings. Either way you want to go. Have you hooked your disc mower up yet, Brett? I know you had to hook it up and spin it at least to try it. That's going to be, you really going to enjoy that investment. I tried to get y'all hooked up with my brother-in-law there at TryFinds. You ain't going to find nobody to do you no better on your merch. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. But you can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink, though. Fancy 2 lines. I don't know exactly when we're going to move the live back to 8:30, but it'll be coming here in the near future. I'll start announcing it a week or two in advance, letting everybody know. So when the days is starting to get back longer and it's pretty in the afternoon on Sunday, we'll try to move this thing back to 8:30 so we don't be inside when it's got a bunch of daylight left. Real hard to hold them under. Gonna have to put about 10 psi in the tire. It squatted pretty good. You talking about the right rear tire on your tractor on the back tire? Yeah, but that's only when you're toting it, though. It should be whenever you got it laid down. Whenever you got it laid down in the working position, which is going to be most of the time, it don't have hardly no weight on the tractor. Shunting. Yeah, and then when you park it, if you don't unhook it, you're going to let it down. You wouldn't leave it, the tractor holding the weight overnight or nothing. Or I'd assume you wouldn't. That's something I still really want to build as a caddy. I run my buddy's caddy several times, and they make it pretty nice as far as hooking and unhooking. I was really concerned about how they would follow the tractor until I used his, but it follows good. There wasn't no issue at all. But that's something that I haven't yet to see reasonably priced on the auction. They still pretty high. A caddy will probably be next on the list. Yeah, I haven't seen those go cheap nowhere. Whatever you pretty much see them move for, that's pretty much what you're going to pay. A little less, on the auction, but you ain't going to save thousands on it. Or I haven't been able to yet. If so, I would have had one. I think we could build it, though. I don't think it would be too hard to build. The problem would be you'd have to have that sucker's got to be heavy on the left-hand side for it to hold that weight without tipping up when you pick it up or fold it up to travel. thinking some of them that I looked at and researching on, thinking about building one. Some of them's full of cement from the factory on that left side. Hey, Owen, how you doing? Appreciate you dropping in. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Hey, which one of the videos is of you racing? I've been looking at them. I don't know which one's the one with you actually racing in it. Which one is it? Hey, Kurt, what's going on, buddy? Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you would. All the people run disc spines, yeah. My buddy had I think it was a 10-foot. It was a disc mower, 3-point hitch with the frail mower made on it. That was pretty nice. And that's the one that he ran on the caddy. Good evening, Mr. Ed. How you doing, buddy? The Outlaw Heat Race. Let me write that down. My father-in-law, I still haven't made a video on his. I didn't forgot the name of that tractor he bought, 2IM. It's very light on the back. It's got a heavy loader on it. And he got a couple of grapples and stuff to go with it. And he's wanting to build something to go on the back of it for some counterweight. He is tired and sore. You bought a truck. That's right. I saw something a while ago where you said you uploaded and it said change it to tractor instead of truck. I saw that right when I was getting ready to go live. Day 2 Outlaw Heat Race. Okay. So what's everybody been up to? Is it dry enough? Is it getting better for people to start getting out in the fields where y'all at? With about a week and a half, 2 weeks of dry weather here, people's in the fields now. And we might go run a tractor from my buddy tomorrow and do some ripping, subsoiling, whatever you want to call it. If we do, we'll video it. Don't know which tractor we'll be on for him. Probably be at least a 300 horse, 380, something, 305. Garth Roberts. I appreciate you dropping in, Garth. You appreciate the Rebeller project. We were thinking about building another one. And we're actually thinking about doing a pad washer project here coming up. Maybe if not this summer, this coming spring, fall, for a chicken house to clean the laying pads for a chicken house. But we sure appreciate you dropping in and watching, Garth. £1,177. Bike week in Daytona. Get another storm tomorrow. Yeah, there's a slight chance here But I think Tuesday and Wednesday, like 60 or 70% chance here. Pulling a calf at 4:30 and started raining at 5:30 and hasn't let up. We'll definitely share it. We done two little fabricating jobs last week and the week before. They on the channel. Wasn't nothing major like that rebaler project, but that pad washer will be a pretty big project. That's going to be built on a trailer, so it'll be mobile. Probably like 1,000-gallon tank do the washing in. That'll be a pretty big project. Mr. Steve said he went to Biketoberfest a few times. He used to have some pretty good sized rallies right here close to us at Myrtle Beach, but now they about done away with them here. I don't know what kind of crowd they're trying to cater to at Myrtle Beach anymore. They want to run the people off that come in and spend money. I reckon they won't. I don't know what they want. I don't think it's going to be long. My son's going to be ready to get in the car and try it, though. He drove it at the track yesterday a little bit. In that video y'all saw, he moved it around some. But I don't think it's going to be long. He's going to be ready to get in there and test it out. I told my wife, hey, Mr. Ricky, what's going on, buddy? That hot rod's looking good in the picture you sent me earlier. I told my wife my heart rate got to pumping faster watching my son just moving it around than it did for me out there actually practicing it. Stayed away from the crowds. Lots of good coverage on YouTube. That's what we try to do. I try to stay away from crowded up areas, and even though we've been going to races the whole time and doing what we wanted to do, if it was open, and just trying to use common sense and don't be all up on people. There's our email address. If anybody's wanting to send us an email or be a guest on one Sunday night on the live with us, send me an email and we'll reach back out to you. Mark also said, be sure you click the like button. We got 21 people in and 17 thumbs up. And Gordon, we did not forget the grill yesterday. We had the grill at the track. If we didn't do nothing else, we was going to eat. Sure, your son will make a good driver. Oh yeah, if you ain't hitting stuff, you ain't pushing it. I would probably run it off of the tractor. The same tractor that's going to be running your baler. I would try to run the rebaler off of the tractor hydraulics if you could. I think that would make it a simpler setup. Just run your lines to your tractor, tie it in, because your tractor's going to be there running your square baler anyway. I would make sure you put a variable speed, like a hydraulic flow control, where your handle goes, where you controlling the unroller, so you can control the speed of it a little better. But other than that, going off of that baler was not a bad design at all, because pretty much all the bearings on it was the same that was left, and you could buy them pretty much at any local store, hardware store, parts house, or whatever. Get the manuals from a dealership. Probably check on eBay also, Britt, for a manual. You could probably check on eBay. You could make that unrolling table or feeder table that goes from the chamber to your baler. You could make it 2 foot longer easy with the same chains that you use out of the baler. And then you would have a little more room there that you could put a fluffer on it. Maybe you might go up to 3 foot longer with the same chains, if you're going to use the baler to make it like we did. Amazon and eBay, Mr. Monty said. I don't think Dollar General has none of them, Britt. So when you deliver, and they won't have none. Hey, AJ, what's going on, buddy? Let's see, Gen sales. So Gensels are what they don't have good copies. SLC Farms made it in. There must not be no big channel streaming in that for Brian to make it in. Wow, you still been out dissing this whole time? You ain't gonna have no hay fields left if you diss that long. Hey, Iron Man, what's going on, buddy? Diss half the county. I bet. I hope to go run a tractor for my buddy some tomorrow. I like to do it at least once a year. It's pretty Feels good to sit in a tractor and run it like that all day. He said, smelling that ground getting broke. No dirt or yard safe. You've been better iron me. You're nursing a tweaked back. Well, don't overdo whatever you're doing. You got to give it some time to heal up, buddy. Just got done spreading 4,000 pounds of oats. Long as it ain't bad shipping, don't really matter where it's coming from. I reckon long as it's in English. Yeah, I bet y'all are burning up to get out and do some pulling, AJ. Thank you, Iron Man. The car did good yesterday. We didn't go out early like we did last week and hit the guardrail. We held restraint and waited until the track got a little rubber on it. Well, it wasn't muddy. Then we went out 4 or 5 times and was able to make some changes and done pretty good. Never done oat hay before. I ain't never baled none either, Brian. Owen said unemployed since 1 February and enjoying life. We don't live but once, buddy, so you better enjoy it a little. There ain't no redos. Once our numbers pulled, we adios. Good on the budget. It was bad on the tax write-off, though, AJ. Yeah. I'm wanting to go to a tractor pull, and I think AJ said he was coming to, what did he say? I wrote it down. Somewhere in North Carolina. And I'm wanting to try to go because I've never been to a tractor pull. I know I wrote it down, but I can't find it. Maybe AJ will tell me again. Turn out to be straw. Yeah, I think it's kind of critical on the time frame of cutting that stuff, but I don't know that because I've never done it. Benson, look at there. I knew somebody in here remember what AJ said. That's right, because it thinks it's the same weekend as Mule Days. That's right, because we think it's the same weekend as Mule Days. I would love to go to that and get to check it out. Want to be on everyone's bucket list. Yeah, it's on mine. Ever since, getting to talk to AJ in here over a year or so ago now. I've been wanting to go hang out with him. I'm going to get him on video, though, if I go. Unless he tells me he don't want to be. He better be telling me quick, though, if he sees me coming up. But a tractors go without you. Well, I sure hope you make it, and I hope I'm able to make it, because I'd like to get to meet you, buddy. Got them very young in the milk stage. It seems like that it could be a pretty tough to get dry. Can you wrap that like silage or bellage? Well, I don't know if horses people would want it like that. Though. I'm thinking about for cows. Brian's thinking about for quality hay. Well, we sure appreciate you dropping in, Mark. Everything is good. We hope everything's good with you too, buddy. Make sure y'all pound that thumbs up for us. As they used to wrap oak bales all the time. Got a mosquito. Cows love oats. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I know Brian does a lot of hay to sell. I'm not sure he might be going after good quality dry hay. I'm not sure. I still haven't give up on the idea of getting a single wrapper. That way we can make some bellage. I really want to try it. We was going to do some corn this year, like I told y'all, and a couple things didn't go right. We still ended up renting the land. I've got some land rented. But it just didn't work out. Getting a little better. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. But doing some wrapping will be neat too. $8 to $12 a bale. Kurt, your boss wrapped oats and peas last summer. It was a good feed. I think that darn mosquito bit my ankle. If I'd have had my boots on, he couldn't have got me there. I don't really have a plan, Monty. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to have to cut it up a time or two just so it don't sit there and grow up. But I don't know. I could sub rent it to you if you want it. That'd be an easy answer for me. Actually, I won't even rent it to you. You can work it for free. When you want to come do something with it. Well, talk about being up north, no mosquitoes yet. Yeah, they in here. One of them bit me on my ankle. $69 Druth. You ain't that late, man. It's a better at least you showed up, hung out for a minute with us, told us hey at least. Playing oats or something on it, ain't it? Do you know where Berne? I can find it. Let me Google it on my phone real quick. Let me see if I can find that, Mark. Google Maps. Oh, you can do it, Mr. Monty. Bring your wife down here. Your wife and my wife, they can go shopping, and we'll even use some of my tractors and stuff, and we'll go over there and do what you want to do, and then you come back later in the year and we'll figure it out. BR. If it's close to Wilmington, yeah, I would definitely try to swing by that way to meet up. Or I can meet you. It's a little way for me. That'll be Hold on, where's this showing at? Yeah, that's showing up a little past. Hey, Dustin, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, that's showing a good bit up above Wilmington, looks like. Plant beans or corn on it. Running late and had to go meet a hay customer. Got to take care of them customers, man. That's what keeps the wheels going round and around. 14 hours. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, I tell you, I'm clicking directions on it. It's 3 hours from me. Yeah, that's 3 hours. That's probably an hour or so past Wilmington. How long are you going to be down this way, Mark? What's everybody got going on this week? Tell you what, I bet I ain't gonna leave that door open to my office out here like I did earlier today. Keep that little sucker out of here from biting me on my ankle. Trying to think of the name of that channel. Day job and work around the house. There was an organic farm up out of I'm guessing up around New Yorkish area. It was a lady and her husband. What was the name of that channel? Peter. I think the guy's name was Peter. Last no cross race. A full week if I get bored, might drive around some. They live in the subs. Well, if you get out, if you'll send me an email, I'll get a contact number to you. And if you get out riding and I ain't doing nothing, I could ride that way and you can ride my way and we can meet somewhere, buddy. And have lunch or something. Maybe the mosquitoes are coming in the open outlet behind this box. Drilling this week. Shipping some stockers out, a little short on feed. Yeah, I cannot think of the name of their channel. But I haven't heard nothing out of them in a long time. Probably a year and a half or more. It was some organic dairy farm or something. That's what I'm actually doing on my phone, trying to pull it up and find them. Hey, Ron, what's going on, buddy? Glad you made it by. A patch of heaven. Let me type that in and see. No, that can't be it because I haven't. I got it in my phone because I talked to him. But it's a lot. They have cows. They have dairy. They have some dairy cows, and they were raising a few hogs on the ground. Looked like, and they was cutting timber on their farm. Their daughter was fixing to get married. It was right about the same, about the ending of their videos. Fairly active week here once the storms is gone. They're just calling for a little rain here. We'll get probably Tuesday and Wednesday some rain, then it's supposed to be back pretty. Not much, just finished supper. What'd you have for supper, Ron? We ain't had nothing yet. You got to tell us what you had, buddy. Back to Land Organic Farms is the name of it. Back to Land Organic. It was Lynette and Peter was the name. It was their names. Back to Land Organic. Yep, there they go. Back to Land Organic Farmers. But they haven't dropped nothing in 2 years. I told you it's been a long time since I heard on them. Went to Mac's house of beef for supper. I think I'm going to have some fish tonight. Governor loosened some restrictions starting tomorrow. That's good, man. I'll be glad when everything gets back opened up and everybody can be back enjoying life a little bit. Egg rolls and rice. Not really feeling. Hey, it don't always have to be what we want. You filled that little empty hole up, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to have me some tilapia. Get me one or two of them fillets out. Knock that down for supper. My wife and daughter, they gone to check on a calf. The first calf that we had here, we've got it moved out, put in a small pen. We're actually feeding that one out for a friend to process. He said, eat the rice uncooked, it'll expand. I think I'm going to have to eat my rice cooked, Mr. Ed. I like rice with gravy or stew beef and put on it, but my dad was the kind, he thought he had to have rice every meal. And biscuits. My dad thought if you didn't have rice and biscuits, that wasn't eating. My wife don't follow them rules. Hey, Northeast Ohio Farmer, what's going on, buddy? Did you get your sway bar bushings or whatever put on? Yeah, I believe things is fixing to start opening back on up for other people. Let me grab me a drink out the refrigerator. Give me 1 second. We'll try to have some koozies at the race this weekend. So if anybody's watching that goes to the racetrack, if you'll come over to the trailer and ask us, we'll give you a koozie or something. Give my wife something to do. Time we took the grill out yesterday at the racetrack and got it heated up, started putting burgers on it. Some people come up from YouTube, and I talked to them about the whole time she cooked the burgers. I did walk over there just long enough to be in that little short clip of the video with me standing at the grill. It was like concrete in the pipe. Wow. So I bet y'all had to cut all that, just cut the pipe out probably and replace it, didn't you? I think our hot water's hot enough to cook it too. My wife likes water hot. Some of it. If any of y'all know anything about plumbing, I can try to ask y'all. When I redone my kitchen, I took a normal 2-sided sink out that had 2 drains in it. And when I put the new counter and stuff in, my wife wanted the single drain sink, just one big open sink. So every now and then I notice that thing don't drain as good. Do I need to put a different kind of vent or something on that thing? Being it don't have 2, does it get air somehow through the second side when there was 2? Or is that just in my head? Hey, Miss Becky, how you doing? Ed's talking about eating raw rice and stuff in here, Miss Becky. Now I don't know if he said that you don't cook it and make him eat it raw. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something about raw rice. The only vent that I know is that there's a pipe in the wall, Mr. Monty, and the old sink worked perfect. And the new sink, to me, it don't drain as fast as the old one. My wife says it drains fine, but I was just curious if you went from a 2-basket sink to a single, do you need to put a different vent or something in? I was just curious. Ryan has returned to the live. Where'd you go? Eat, Ryan? You got to tell us what you eat if you left to eat. She's already seen what I done to it when I took one working sink out and put that one in, ain't it? Well, next time you come, I'll let you look at it, Mr. Monty. See if you can fix it for her. No, you didn't leave Ryan and go eating a big juicy steak. See, guys and gals, that's what we got to deal with here. The man leaves out and goes and eats a juicy steak. He at least could have told us the steak wasn't no good. I mean, just made up something. Just finished your roast beef. We had roast beef Thursday night, I believe. Prime rib last night. Now my family won't eat beef that much. My household is chicken. They love chicken, and I like beef. Yeah, but that's right. We should have went to Ryan's house tonight. And look at Mr. Steve. He had leftover prime rib. Okay, Steve don't farm. He's eating prime rib. What does Ryan do? What does Ryan do to be eating these big steaks? And well, I think AJ farms, so I'm trying to see if it's a trend here of how us farmers is not eating big juicy steaks. 2 nights of beef and the rest chicken. See, that's right, Mr. Monty. You can come down and we can fix that. We'll farm that land, and then we'll work on this sink project at night. Got it from your cousin. Travis just sent us a photo. Is this something we can share with everybody, Travis, or is this private? I'm pretty sure Travis is. Hold on, let me back up. Man, I hate I missed your thing on there. How far back was that? The brown box over my shoulder that's a shoe box that I put up there just messing around covering that thing. Now I'm wanting to see. I'm not seeing all these comments. I'm missing a lot of comments on here. Mr. Ricky's back in the house. Say something again on there, Travis, so I can see where it goes. Okay, that was right above big and juicy. Yeah, I'm trying to figure something out. It is on there. It's on there, Travis. I didn't see it somehow, buddy. No, it was on there. I just somehow I missed it. It scrolled when I was talking. Eating pork loin and potatoes, carrots. Yeah, just shoot me a email, Mark. I don't think I have your number yet. Uh, Mr. Steve will put my email address in there. That way you can get it right. Yeah, I like pork loin too. I like good pork chops. There you go, Mark. There's my email address. Just shoot me an email, man. We'll figure it out. Like I said, if you able to be out goofing off during the day one day, and we'll try to make it work. I know tomorrow I hope to be running a tractor for my buddy, but then like Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, I think it's going to be rainy. So that would be a good day. AJ, I have a freezer full of lamb. Need to make gyros and lamb chops. Take care, Mark. I'll be looking for the email, buddy. Only thing you buy from the pig is bacon and sausage. I tell you, old tough pork chop will mess you up. Now that'll make you not even really like it. It could be the spring on your 835. That's what I was looking at on your video when you was showing it. Cause I mean, we run into that a lot, like used to. Now that I'm getting back into the racing, you can have just say a 500-pound spring, and once you put say an inch of preload on it, and then check how much weight it takes to make it travel an inch, that 500-pound spring could be down to 200 pounds and not a lot of time at all. And with you hauling, I think you said rocks and loads of wood and stuff in the back, that could possibly have a spring collapse. Or I reckon it could. I don't remember for sure how the shock thing works. I don't know if you was in here a while ago about your question. I missed it on the chat earlier, bud. That's just a shoe box that I got setting up, and behind that's a wall plug that I never put the plate on. The plate's sitting right at the end of my pen. That's just like a running joke every week. I put something different in front of it. Appreciate you coming in, Ryan. Have a good week, buddy. Maybe we'll see you next Sunday night. Links to the left. I would I tell you what you could do. I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, they don't have to be broke to be weak, though. I tell you what, can you swap them sides? Put the left on the right on the left, and see if it leans the other way. That's right. That plug may or may not have a cover on it. Appreciate you coming in, IP Farms. Yeah, it ain't going to be long. I'm fixing to shut it down. Yeah, it'd be hard to tell by hand if it's up to like it's supposed to be. Let's see, with a spring tester, you could put it in, like I said, and put 1 inch of preload on it. And then how much pressure does it take to carry it 1 more inch of travel? And if you tested both of them or knew what a new one was supposed to be tested at like that. But does that spring go around like a shock? I can't remember right off. If it does, that shock or strut, they would call it if the spring is on it. Could be bad. Yeah, I mean that if they'll swap sides, that would be an easy fix. Then that was if it leans the other way, that it's what you moved is a bad part. All right, Ron, appreciate you coming in. Guys and gals, I'm fixing to shut it down. It's been an hour and 6 minutes. I sure do appreciate each and every one of y'all for supporting us here at Gerraldfarms. Don't forget we drop videos on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. I'm just learning how to put my Amazon affiliate link in the description of the video. So if you're shopping on Amazon, if you'll click on our links and do your shopping, it'll give us a little percentage. Little pennies add up here on a small farm like ours and help out. Look forward to seeing y'all next Sunday night. Y'all take care. Have a good one.